this time. Guys, I want to tell a quick story. First of all, I just thank God that Rob Campbell brought this amazing company into our life. I can't even touch it like this, I'll shake. All right, so I'm going to tell a story, Wayne, on you. I was very recently into World Ventures, and Wayne did a meeting at a Keller Williams real estate office. And there was only 25 people in the room. And I kind of sat in the back and I listened to this guy lay this vision out of World Ventures. And then some people asked some kind of stupid questions to it. And then I raised my hand and I said, let me tell you something. I believe in your vision. I said, but I want to know something. And I asked you this, I don't even know if you'll remember this. I said, will you ever sell this company? And what he said to me was, I want everybody in this room to know that this man, Eddie, they have your back. I want you to know what he said. He said, you know what, I know some billionaires, and I have zero interest in being a billionaire. But on my tombstone, it's gonna say, I created the company that made more millionaires than any other company ever created.
One of the songs was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. And Jay was like, that's a little bit girly, I think. And then another one of our possibilities was Can't Touch This. But y'all know he really wanted to touch this, so we couldn't go with that. But we chose Dream On. And so I just want everybody to say it. Just say Dream On.
Dream on.
Dream on.
Dream on.
You know what, Jay and I, both of us in 2008, we lost everything. We are entrepreneurs and we have been, and you know, we gave our blood, sweat, and tears to what we did and what we do, and you know, we lost everything. And we're just so thankful for this company. And what's the best thing about this is anybody can do it. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from, who your daddy is, what color you are. Anybody can do this and have this lifestyle. And so this has totally changed our lives. And because we didn't just lay down and roll over in the fetal position and cry when we lost everything, we did dream on. And now we have a lifestyle that we never knew possible. And we're just so thankful for World Ventures.
Let's get it, baby!
This is my mom. Carry that, burn that. I love you. I got you VIP seats this weekend. I know you don't fully understand what that means, but I went super hard to get you those seats, and that's my way of showing you I appreciate you. I love everything that you did for my life, and I love you. So guys, look. You know, just to give you a little background about myself, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in a apartment. It was 11 of us in a studio apartment, and I see my mom raise us living check to check, and had a burning desire inside of me to help her out. From then, I got my first job at 12 years old doing door-to-door sales. I eventually went to college, ended up actually starting my own businesses. I had a vending machine company, I had a real estate company. I also started a car dealership at one time, even an ice cream truck at one time as well. And even though that I'm young, but I had a very frustrating situation because a lot of those things either gave me stress or I was time broke. And I was looking for a way out. So when I see World Ventures, it completely changed my life. And I remember, first I hit senior rep 4 months, I hit director in 6 months, marketing director in 8 months, and then I plateaued. And once I plateaued, I remember a speech that Jay Peso said. He said, this 100K ring doesn't mean the money. It actually, what matters because of this ring is what I had to step up and become, the man that I had to become to actually get that actual ring. So I like to tell you guys that I had to step up. And look, a lot of times you hear people say chase the cycles, they say chase the ranks, but one thing, don't forget to chase your future self. I love World Ventures.
At the time, I was a claims adjuster for an insurance company working upwards of 80 hours a week. Sarah was working for the federal government, going to school, and working for Disney. So it was a disastrous equation, and we did not want that story forever. So when Lorenzo reached out to us, we jumped on board right away. Guys, I remember about 7 years ago when we came to our first view, we had a moment. We were just outside the corner over here. We made the decision that this is what we were going to do for the rest of our lives. And it didn't matter how long it took. So we might not be the fastest at doing this, but I'm telling you, we're having so much fun. We've taken 3 months off this year to go on vacation so far. Like, where else can you do that? So I want to let you guys know that the lifestyle here it's so worth it. You have to go out there. We've had to struggle. We've had to overcome obstacles, but it's been the biggest blessing in our life. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Sarah, and now you're going to see why we're actually absolutely crushing it. Isn't she gorgeous? But now you see the real reason why we're up on the stage right now. So Sarah, I'll let you wrap up. Love you.
have really been our mentors, whether you knew it or not, and we just really appreciate you guys pouring into us each and every time. This is our 7th view, like he said. We have learned something new every single time, and so that stumbling block that was in our head each time, we had one, and we had to bust out of it and get to the next level, and that's what we've done over the last couple of years. But for you new people, at the very beginning, we weren't hitting ranks. We might have been breaking through those stumbling blocks, but we weren't hitting ranks right away. That's okay, you're still progressing. And so right now, we're hitting some ranks, and it's due to the fact that we went through those initial stumbling blocks right at the beginning. So keep on, guys. We're so excited about this. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next R&D,
I wanted freedom. And what I was currently doing, I had no shot at it. No shot. So, you know, we had to step out on faith because understand this, if you're going to build this, you're going to have to step out on faith, and faith just equals crazy because that's what people are going to think you're doing. Mark talked about that all weekend. She left a six-figure job, I left a six-figure job to do this, and our parents and all of our close friends said, y'all are crazy. We've had over 11,000 join our team without any of them. But look at all the family we have now. That's what this is about. And, you know, we look about the mindset of looking at things differently, you know, because again, think about David and Goliath. Everybody the soldiers that David was going to fight Goliath, and they're going, holy crap, why would you do that? Goliath is so big, are you crazy? His mindset was different. He goes, yeah, he's so big, I can't miss. How could I miss? And that's the way I seen World Ventures 5 years ago. When I looked at it, I saw travel, I said, if this can work, if these guys are doing it, thank you Mark and Tiffany Chappell for sitting down with us that very first time and showing us that this was possible for anybody. I said, if that guy can do it, we can too. So why not us? So thank you, World Ventures.
Woo! I don't even know what to say. I kind of took all the time last time and left that with 15 minutes. So he's gave me a minute and 30 seconds. Let me see. Guys, I wanted to speak to the mothers just for a minute. You know, my dream is always to be a stay-at-home mom. That's what I wanted to do. And like I said before, I sold the salon so that I could do that. The way we run our business is we tag team it. You know, I like to be the one that goes and recruits because I love talking to people. I'm the one that goes into Target, and I know your mom's last name, your mama's whole story, your mom, your grandmother, your aunt. I know your whole family before I leave. I just love to talk to people and to get to know them and their story. So I'm the good recruiter, and he is the one that builds the team. So, you know, if you're doing this as a couple, find your strengths and your weaknesses. I don't want to be the one running out every single night. I want to be at home with the kids, but I do want to be a part of the business. So I can do that just by helping recruit because, you know, you've got to have new blood. So just find what works for you. And I also want to thank our teams, Freedompreneurs and Team Explosion, guys. We're only here because of our team, because of you guys. This trophy, this ring, it represents you guys. And we thank you so very much for all the work that you put into it. Thank you, World Ventures.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up! This is what we do!
Vasha Jamila Johnson out of Dallas, Texas. Started this idea, we have 6 kids, and when we started this idea, we were working 6 jobs between the 2 of us. A little bit about our background, I was born and raised in low-income housing, and my wife used to stay in low-income housing. And we made a vow that our kids would not know what low-income housing was all about. In 2012, my wife and I sat down, we had a conversation with ourselves, we had a conversation with God, and we prayed, and we set a goal to become debt-free before January 1st, 2020. And in 2013, we got introduced into World Ventures. We actually went to say no to whatever it was. But what made us pay attention, there was a dentist, a chiropractor, a VP for a large bank, and the person doing the presentation was a sports medicine doctor who worked for the Mavericks. That made us pay attention. But that also gave us self-limiting beliefs because we said, well, they're winning because he's a dentist. He's winning because he's a chiropractor. It wasn't until we came to our first event The View in 2013. As a young man, his name is Jesus, I met him today. He got on the stage and he shared his story. He said, when he first saw this idea, when he signed up, he was on house arrest. And that was our Me Too moment. See, he gave us belief that we could do this. And today we're here to give somebody else a Me Too moment. See, Jamila Johnson can do this. We have 6 kids and we had 6 jobs. Somebody say me too. Me too. If Vosh and Jamila can do this, we've never done any network marketing. This is our first rodeo. Somebody say me too. Me too. I'm gonna pass the microphone to the rock star. Bless it.
I love this man. Oh my goodness. I just want to say thanks. My goodness. First and foremost, thank God. Thank God for His grace, His strategic timing and placement. Thank God that our 6 kids get to learn a lesson in what a season of consistency and following the people who have what you want can get you. Unconditional love, and thank y'all for bringing them to the front. I love you. Oh my goodness, thank God for the mentorship and the leadership in this company. Scott and Sheila Ross believed in Vosh and Jamila before we ever thought any of this was possible. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, thank you for our amazing team, because without you we wouldn't be here, and we can't wait to be cheering you all on this stage, because this stage represents freedom!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, all these 10 and
We're back up here. We're going back to back. These last few months have been tough, to say the least, at times. Our road to R&D was literally that. It was on the road. You know, most of the time teams out voting in our different markets, and our sacrifice was time with each other. It sucked sometimes, it was uncomfortable, it tested us, but I think it's made us stronger as people and stronger in our relationships. So I don't know what everyone's sacrifice is going to be, but you're going to have it, and we're just up here to tell you it's so worth it. So we can't wait to sacrifice again for the next 2 ranks, and just get there and make that sacrifice.
So guys, when we saw World Ventures 2.5 years ago, just like most of you out there, we've never done anything like this before. But my brother showed me a video with David Helgeson, and I said, I don't care what I got to do to get his lifestyle, I'm going to do it. And we just locked arms with the people who are getting it done. I want to thank Randy and Wanda Webb for setting the running pace for our team. Thank you. I want to thank Eric Grozowski as an IMD for not being too good to come up to little old Minot, North Dakota and run with a senior rep. And most importantly, I want to thank my brother, my idol, my role model, the person I look up to the most, Tony LaBuglio, Megan LaBuglio. Thank you for being there in the toughest times. But we got started, guys. We jumped in head first, not really knowing what to expect, and we got started fast to most people's standards. You know, we had senior rep in 3 months, director in 6 months, and then we hit a plateau. And we sat at director for a year and a half. And it was frustrating because I really wouldn't say we got comfortable because we were putting in the work, the results just weren't coming. And it was frustrating because we saw people that were working just as hard, and if not harder then, and they were getting it and we weren't. But what I told myself is there's not one person in this arena who's ever hit a plateau. And I told myself that if the people in the first couple rows can do it, why can't we? See, what I realized is the same events that happen to the quitters happened to the people in the first couple rows, they just reacted differently. And I was sitting all the way in the back 7 months ago as a director, and I got pissed off. I got angry, and we just went to work. I looked at my wife, and I said, we're making some sacrifices, but there's another level, and we just gotta find it. So we just put our head down, and we went to work. We just committed to showing 3 a day, every day. We said, you get it, come on, let's go. You get it, come on, let's go. You don't, go to work. You get it, come on, let's go. You get it, come on, let's go. You don't, why would we live my dream life? We just kept going and going and going. We didn't look back, we didn't look right, we had tunnel vision. We just kept putting in the work. And there's a lot of you guys feeling the same way that we're feeling right now. But I promise you, if you take the hits, you take the arrows, you don't worry about the haysayers, the doubters, and the haters, you just keep moving forward. One day, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna drive to an arena in your home city. And you're gonna be speaking on stage in front of thousands of people as an RMD and a 100K ring earner. And that's when you just go, quick update, sucker!
Please welcome to the stage, Taylor and Kendall Johnson!
What's up? What's going on, Will Mitchell? Hey, when this thing God is good, baby. For real. So listen, I got a lot of time, but my name is Taylor Gaffman. I am 23 years old. I saw this thing 2 years ago from my beautiful, amazing wife, Bianca. And I thank her every day because without her, we wouldn't be here, because I said no. So thank God for her. But big thing is, when we saw this, we were looking for something different, okay? We were time broke, we were financially broke, and we just wanted freedom. And World Ventures is the cure for that. So we got started really quickly. In 23 days, got our first BMW. 7 days later, got my wife a BMW. In 6 months, we started living full time at director. And then a year later, or 2 years now, we hit RMD. So this thing has been a blast, but I can't go into the story without telling the backside. So 8 months into being with this company, we were actually 25 away from hitting marketing director. And in 2 months, we lost over 200 people. And we went all the way back to senior rep.
Wow.
Now, for everybody in here, the reason why is because it's me. See, what happened was, I said, this is working for me. Why do I need to go to training? Why do I need to go to these events if I'm getting paid? It's the worst thing I ever did. If you guys take anything from me up here, take one thing. In order to build wealth, you have to build yourself. It's the only way. If you want better, you need to become better. It's the only way. And because I became better, I attracted better. I found a man named LaDon Buchanan, 27 years old, he ran with me, a 21-year-old. And we put in almost 500 people in 5 months. And then I met somebody else named Moesha Washington with Team Fresno. Team Donations Off, stand up, baby. We killed this thing. 350 in 3 months. And because of them, we got here. So for everybody out there, just keep working with yourself, keep getting better, and life's gonna be better. But I gotta give this to my wife, because without her, we wouldn't be here.
You constantly have to remind yourself why you're doing this thing. And once you remember that, you need to know where you're going. After you do that, that simple discipline, that's gonna get you on this stage. That simple discipline, that's gonna get you R&D. Thank you, World Ventures.